how can I get more people in my team to take action? Great question, guys. And what I would really do to get more people to take action is the following. Number one, before we go into that, I just want to share, something that is quite obvious. And as we all know, not everyone that joins your team is actually at the time in their life where they really want to change it. So not everyone is ever going to be taking action. So I want you to really understand that about 20% of people that join your team are the action takers right now. The rest of them may actually join in later, but 20% is the ones we really focus on. So if you're already getting about 20% of the team that are joining the team right now, immediately taking action, then you're in business, then you're doing everything right. Now, if you're experiencing quite the opposite, that nobody is doing anything when they join, then we need to talk, and this is exactly what I'm going to share in this video today. So how to get more people to take action is really the number one thing is to get them started correctly. Start correctly. The key step to duplication is actually how you get a brand new person to actually start their business correctly in the first hour of their business. Miguel and I have shared many times the 10 steps that we use with a brand new person when they first join their business, immediately after they join. That is the minute they put their credit card in, right? You need to start them correctly, take them through the exact steps, for example, make sure they know when the events are and commit to them, buy a ticket to the next major event, make sure they make a list of 20 people, call 3 people immediately, all of those things. So starting people correctly, and if you're not doing that, then you need a checklist for your team, what the person needs to do in the first hour of their business. So each team member gives that to the brand new person they just sponsored. So that is the key thing, get more people started correctly. The other thing that's really important to get more people to take action is, I would say, events. And events is a really broad term, but I really think that you have to have a system, an infrastructure of events for your team. So it all starts, if you have nothing in your area, you want to implement a weekly, that's all good. But right now, you really need to make sure that your business is gravitating and pulling towards a weekly meeting each and every single week, okay? So a structure of events, especially at least one event per week, is going to get more people to take action. You will see that people, when they come to 2-3 events in a row, suddenly, the light bulb moment goes on, the penny drops, and they start taking action. Make sense? And the third one, how do we get more people to take action, is just perhaps have an incentive, small incentives such as, and you know what? Most of your company's compensation plan actually already has that. So look in the compensation plan for incentive in the compensation plan, such as if you sponsor this many people, you get your product for free. If you, for example, sponsor this many people in the first week, then something great happens. So look for that incentive in your compensation plan. If you want to be really fancy, you can add something for your team. For example, everyone that sponsors 3 people will get an hour of coaching with you for, in the first week or something like that. So there needs to be an incentive, for urgency. So it's all about urgency, and it's really all about how you're running your business. If you have this sense of urgency, when you're speaking with your team, when you're speaking with your team leaders, when you're speaking with your prospect, it all starts there. But also think about starting people correctly, making sure you're following a structure of events, and number 3, following that incentive in the compensation plan to get into action quickly.